We are here to discuss the future of NASA and the opportunities that we have to expand NASA Glenn to be a receiver site for many of the operations that are currently housed in Washington, D.C. As everybody knows, the release on the NASA headquarters is going to expire soon. And there's been a lot of conversation in Washington about moving NASA out into the nation, where the research, innovation, and space exploration actually happens. And I know that Ohio, all of us here, and my colleague Bernie Moreno, who is also part of this effort, that we really truly believe that NASA should move its headquarters to Cleveland. But I also know that there are other states, like Texas and Florida, who also would like to weigh in on this matter and think that they would be the best site. And so this reminds me of an event. I bet the governor was at this event too, when Neil Armstrong unveiled the Ohio Corridor at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Museum. If you look at the Ohio Corridor, you'll see the Wright brothers and an astronaut there that's a resemblance of, I would say, Neil Armstrong. So at that event, a similar state conflict occurred of who was responsible for the origin of flight. And Ohio takes claim to it, and North Carolina takes claim to it. And he really came up with a great answer to that question. He said, we both deserve credit. We both can play a role. He said Ohio, under the Wright brothers, was the home of the engineering, innovation, research, and development that led to the first powered flight, and North Carolina provided the wind. And I always thought that was a great example, and I think it's appropriate for this one, because Florida and Texas can be great places to launch spacecraft into the stars. But Ohio is the home of the innovation. That's what happens at NASA Glenn. And so the people in Washington are good at statecraft, but the people at NASA Glenn are good at innovation. And if we want more innovation, if we want more science, and the innovations that will lead to us being able to inhabit other places, to go places on other planets in the stars that will require the great innovations that are occurring at NASA Glenn, then we need more of the resources and the people stationed there that will lead to America leading well into the 21st century in space and innovation. And so we are all united as a team, Senator Moreno and myself, Congressman Miller, and Governor DeWine and the state of Ohio, and the Cleveland Economic Development Team, to work to bring more of those resources from NASA out of Washington and to Cleveland. And with that, let me turn